SRG 2-1. So they review Cram's hero first.
Okay.
Keeping Innocent for last.
Ah, this is a bit wild. All right. So you go in for Terizla in case... What are the matchups that we're worried about for the EXP? Now that Phoveus is already out, they already have the High Loss. High Loss won't outpush the Terizla, but will beat him into trade.
I mean, there's CC, there's
X-Borg.
X-Borg, Arlet. Maybe X-Borg not so much, but so CC, Arlet.
Actually, I feel like X-Borg just a little bit more than the Arlet here.
Because it's a Gatot, right?
Yeah, because of the Gatot. That's the main reason. I feel like it's kind of difficult to play Arlet in these scenarios because then there's still Valentina. So as much as you want to not get dove upon and look for the counter engage, you can get counter engaged upon your counter engage.
Ah! And the glue! The glue!
Ooh, that's
wow! Looking a bit tough for SRG right now. Plenty of damage. Insane peel from MV. Diving feels like a very tough thing to do. And now SRG has seen everything. What else is there?
Man.
Claude? Even Harry doesn't feel that good anymore.
I think you go for... Oh man, it kind of doesn't matter. Because glue takes too long to kill. I think maybe if you're playing Moskov, you might have an opportunity, but it's banned out.
Oh boy.
Anything else that... Beatrix?
It'll be wild if he takes Hanabi. Hey, plenty of blobs to go through, but no one to protect her.
Yeah. Oh, this one's really, really tough. Brody. Okay.
Back for the Brody, huh?
Okay, so they're still playing around Sakai's on this lane. Winning this lane is very possible for Innocent, but only within the laning phase. So he wants to drag that out for as much as possible. My guess is that Envy is going to put a lot of attention towards the bottom side anyways, which works well in SRG's favor.
That, but I'm slightly worried as the game goes on, right? Like, is Brody able to handle multiple targets running at him?
He can kite, right?
Yeah, well, Corrosive Strike, yeah, that's the only one.
Okay. So that means that Stormy has the most important decision in the game. Stealing the Glorious Pathway. If he steals Glorious Pathway, which direction is he gonna point it backwards or you point it forwards?
Or do you steal Dominator's Descent?
Or they just, I mean, Dominator's Descent is one thing, but it's more beneficial for their opponents here. I feel that they should have locked in the Aurora rather than the Valentina and then banned out Valentina in the following. Because they know if Aurora is available, Zask is the second best option.
Yeah, I agree. So game 3 is going to be underway right now. Didn't really expect to be in this spot, but here we are. MV back on blue side and SRG on red.
Let's see how this game is going to progress, because it's going to be a very fast leash for Uri with the help of Gluid as well as the Nightmaric spawn. So he's already off to the next buff, where you see that Sakai's clearing out, still clearing out his side of the jungle. In the meantime, though, we're expecting nothing much to happen in Ruff's lane. It's going to be pretty chilled. He did opt to go for Weakness Finder in hopes that maybe he can catch Innocent off guard.
Wow, even going for some discounts on his items. Whereas for Innocent, back to the aggressive maneuver, right? Assassin Emblem, Rupture, Master Assassin. As much damage as possible.
The problem is that he's got to be worried about, at any point of time, if he takes a terrible trade against Ruff, there's a good chance that Uri shows up in his lane. That's why they're having the coverage here. That's why both junglers are pathing straight from top side all the way down to bottom side.
He shows up, instantly gets spotted. That's the taunt. Good read from Yums, and Sakai's thinking about it, but gets stunned up by Nova Escobar. Sakai's not going to be able to continue this.
Okay, all right, they go back. Even Stevens here, but Sakai's will get an advantage, but looks like, oh, great coverage from Martisi, who walks up to check the Corbold camp to ensure that it doesn't disappear.
Yep. SRG, Uni shows up mid, looking for Yums, couldn't find it. Revitalize pop, and Sakai's also cannot get the trade in, not enough energy.
Yep, just recall, get your energy back, do it all over again. This is the map presence that we need to see from Uni to keep Sakai's on his feet. Every single time he diverts his path from farming to trying to deal with Uni, he is wasting his time because he needs items before he is a legitimate threat.
Yeah, Innocent will now have to think about hard shoving the wave. The equilibrium has been disrupted thanks to that early gang, so Innocent will have no choice but to crash it in. Try to see as much pressure as possible with the torn apart memory, so that's Ruff losing 40% of his health. Stormy keeping Zeno away at the same time, stealing the Dominator's Descent for the upcoming fight.
right? SRG holding an aggressive position here, especially towards the mid lane. They're not pulling the turtle just yet. As they finally get control, this is where it's going to get uncomfortable.
Yeah, Dominance Descent, instant turnaround with the Glorious Pathway. Avatar the Guardian gets used. Sakai secures the turtle for his team, but the pullback on the Cram keeps him in a tough spot. Stuck to the ground, first blood going over to Zeno, and now Yunus is going to be chased down. Law and order, and the verdict is delivered. A double kill for Zeno.
Good stuff coming in from MB. Good response, but now they have to contest for this purple. Oh my
Innocent
god.
found Uni.
He was
out of range!
No! He was late! He was too late! He should have popped it. Ah, man. He should have buffered it immediately after first skill there. Unlucky, but great coverage from SRG, right? They already know what the plans are for the side of MV. Both sides are purple buff junglers, so if they have an opportunity to deny that purple buff, they have to take it.
Instant counter jungle from SRG. Uni, he's just going to be found, caught out. Needs to run away. The Terrify from Stormy keeps him in place. SRG finds the trade.
Good stuff, good stuff. As mobile as he is with the steel cables, you're pretty telegraphed. Yeah. Oh no.
Carpet laid down, taunted backwards. Yunus pulls him back into his team. Dominance Descent. He's going to get dropped. Stormy will be stunned up. Had to flicker out of that. Martisi actually goes for the chase, but they have revitalized from Yunus. He's buying time for Union to come back, get the kill on the Stormy. Guys gets stunned up again. They could not finish him off. He's supposed to use the Tempest of Blaze, grab his sword and get out of there.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like both teams are playing at their max right now. A lot of unconventional mistakes. For example, why were they trying to kill the Dominator's Descent in the first place, right? They could have just walked away. And you can tell that Sakai was struggling, especially with no energy. His crit rate significantly dropped, so it's not like he's blowing it up in an instant either.
Nova didn't even have to use Revitalize, so not that they could take him out anyways. Not without Innocent this early on.
Yeah, it's a little tough. It's really, really tough stuff. And you can see that Innocent, he wants to win this lane, but it's really tough for him to do so. Any outside influence immediately forces him to pull backwards.
And Stormy, without the flicker, also has to be very careful, especially when Zeno shows up. Gets the immobilize. Juice might have to just eat it up. Just buy time for Stormy to get out. Does have the Dominance Descent for the second turtle fight.
Okay, now with the purple buff in hand for both of our junglers, you can see that they're heading down to the bottom side of the map. Really good trade coming in against Ruff, but as soon as Nova X Kobar spots out Sakai's, this is a no-go anymore.
Yeah, can't continue it. Nova is just the entire series. His assignment is find Sakai's, keep an eye on him, and don't let him go anywhere he pleases.
Yep, tax him, break him out of his Finch points as early as possible.
Whoa, quick movement. But that means Stormy will not have a stolen out for this turtle fight. Puts SRG on the back foot before it even starts. The guys might be ran down by Nova Escobar. Martini chases after him, forces out the ultimate very early on. SRG will have to give out the turtles. The guy tries to go for the steal. What was that move?
Oh.
Unnecessary. As Sakai's goes down, Zeno will just get out.
That was flashy, and the idea was there, but was just a little too late. And now Innocent gonna take punishment.
Yeah, no stacks on Ruff, but stacks on the minion wave with Zeno showing up. Innocent, how to get out of this corrosion strike, goes backwards, and Yules have to cover the escape. Monster Rage is starting to get a bit of control in this game.
Full resets for the side of SRG. MB, this has been a tough battle for them. Everything they need to be aware of constantly.
And Sakai just got solo killed. Uh-oh.
Nah. Great call from Uni. Really great game sense. He knows the purple buff is already down, so he went straight. Oh, wait, hold on.
Can he at least kill Zeno? Yep. Shut him down. Find something back for Stormy at least.
The man didn't split in time. That's so sad. That's like his whole kit right there. That was the main purpose of playing Glue in the first place, that he was unkillable. Ah, man. I wish there wasn't so much of a channel time, but, you know, just tends to be the way it tends to be. Right now, Hylos currently with a 655 gold lead over Yums as of right now. And Yuri, now that he's got his first item, especially, and tier 2 boots, it's going to make life difficult for Sakai's. He will not be able to outburst him.
Steals the Glorious Pathway. Stormy flickers, drops it. That's the escape route laid out by SRG. Stormy barely survives.
Get out of there just in time. Good ideas here coming in from the side of SRG to try and drag out this game, but they got to find some gold on the opposite side of the map here, especially since they already saw Zeno transverse all the way to bottom side.
Yeah, I gotta say, Sakai is having a rough series so far, but for Uni, having the time of his life. Almost a full level ahead, bottom side, another fight. Ruff is going to be executed for sure. Good response from SRG.
Yeah, and that just deals so much more damage than you were expecting, right? He just slowly chips away at you. You think that when he builds up that bar, that's when you got to worry about him, but man, man, he sticks like glue.
Yeah, the true KO punch comes from the Taunt. Zeno goes to split. Martini forced away by Yums alone. So Sakai focuses his attention on the turtle. Uni's gonna show up, and Nova just absolutely not able to stop Yums from slamming down on the Martini. Uni shows up, gets the turtle, loses his life to Innocent, and SRG have found an opportunity to strike back, finding 3 kills for themselves.
And SRG find MV with their pants down, sitting in an open, unlocked cubicle. What was that?
Very weird, right? For the fact that Yums could just die Martini and take him out.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening here. Sakai is now finally achieving his Haas Claw 8 minutes into the game. They find a 1,000 gold lead for themselves, and they should be able to take the outer tier 1s collectively across the map to catch it back up in gold and take the gold lead for themselves. I don't know. That was a very weird fight to watch.
Yeah, it definitely is. And Monster Vicious, it felt like they could turn it around, right? But Uni to try and get the turtle, he did get it, but he did lose his life. So all that gold lead, that wasn't really too much to begin with, has now slipped away back into the pockets of SRG.
I'm looking for the next tempo break and how they're going to achieve that. Because Ruff didn't take Purify again. He's still worried about the Sky Guardian avatar. He knows that he has to be relatively aggressive with his entropy, but I think it's the opposite. I think he needs to be defensive with his entropy because he will naturally scale harder than everybody on the side of SRG. So it's a matter of time, right? How much time can Monster Vicious buy to scale their win condition to its peak?
Ruff is that guy, gets knocked out by Yums first. So no commitment from SRG. Glorious Pathway laid out by Nova on a Cram. Split on him. Cram's gonna bring this glue back to his team. Nova Escobar gets gone on right now. Innocent having free reign of the fight. Dominance Descent tried to cut off the battle line for Sakai, who just used the Tempest of Blaze, dodges everything, and Monster Vicious will be forced to back off.
Alright, not bad. But it still came at a cost though. Missing Retry, which Uni doesn't mind, but you have to speed it up so it doesn't get stolen. But the Revitalize from Nova also missing too. So at this point, it's something that SRG don't have to worry about.
Innocent flicker, gets the stun, gonna man by Uni. That's the ultimate, doesn't take him out. Innocent almost went down. Where's the turnaround gonna be? Uni gets away, how? Did that not take him out?
1 HP diff. 1 HP. Had Innocent just landed one more skill, he would have gotten that kill with the torn apart memories. He needs to stack that up. It's just the way it works. Round 2.
And Innocent, can you get out of this? Taunted by use mid cables, but does not matter. And Cram is forced away.
Auto attack speed just way too slow. And Cram loses his penalty zone and Flicker. Stormy is dead.
Still so dead. Even with the split, he's not getting out of all that crowd control. SRG dropping the ball a little bit.
They're crumbling here. SRG, very uncharacteristic of them, especially when they're playing at the level that they are now. They got to get cohesive with each other. They got to deliberate the plans. But MV, their tempo is so much faster. They're not giving SRG the time to think about it.
SRG trying to do too many things at once. And MV just sticking to the game plan. The textbook is definitely paying off. Look at the amount of map control that they have. They don't even need to walk up. They can let SRG take the initiative and then look for the fight.
Now they're going to be walking up again. Let's see. Another retry battle, level 14 to level 14.
Can Yums get the catch? Already used the taunt. That's on the Xanos. Split is out. It's going to be very close. They stun up the guys, but he gets the Lord with the retry into the air. Uni wants to look for Innocent. Just straight up takes him out. Now fighting the guys in the jungle. Uni finds a double kill. Has a good chance of getting away. They could not stop him as Cram goes down. SRG gets the Lord, but at the cost of 3.
Too close to the walls. Too close to the walls. Slimer Red Giant might lose their first series here as now MV in the driver's seat, right? I'm expecting Ruff to already have his Holy Crystal at this point, if not like literally 500 gold off from picking it up.
And Uni straight in the back. Stormy! Stood no chance. Flew too close to the sun.
Oh, this is becoming a real game.
Ooh, that's the Holy Crystal out.
Yep.
That's why you ban Fanny against Uni.
This is not looking good for SRG at all. I'm trying to think of ways, maybe opportunities for Sakai's to get in, but the entropy lasts too long for them to try and play it that way. So that means they have to figure out a different angle. How do we make MV question their choices? And I think as of right now, SRG, we've seen too many whiffed Guardian of the Avatars. So they need to figure out a way to ambush them first into the Guardian of the Avatar to secure these kills.
Ever so close to the summit. Monster Vicious might achieve a new pinnacle by the end of this series. Surgeist is just not having a game at all. That is just the nightmarish spawn. And he lost half his health bar.
Oh, Martisi is scaling fast too. In terms of damage dealt ranking, it's both Martisi as well as Uni at the top. Full item build already for Innocent, but I don't know how much that's going to save him. I think you arguably might even want to consider playing extra safe.
Yes, the guy's not even going to bother fighting Uni, not when he's at his peak. I would assume BOD would be the final item for the Fanny. They have the antique Cuirass to make life so much easier against 3 of the heroes on SRG.
Yeah, pretty miserable for them. These guys can't even look to like one-shot him, even if he does get a 4-sword combo, right? Uni can easily just cable out of there. So it's about right timing. But now this purple buff going to be the most important contestation of MV's career.
The guy finds Uni again. This time, winning the health bar. The was used by Uni. Glorious Pathway dropped down. They just want the purple buff. Dominance Descent cuts off Surgeist. Escape route. Stunned by the Law and Order. Again, forced to use the ultimate very early on. As Yoon goes in with the Sky Guardian Avatar. Now, Cram catches the backline with a penalty zone. But the battle is so split. Uni just goes straight for Innocent. He's stuck on by Zeno. They need to help him right now. Rose Gold Media pop, but it is just not enough. Innocent has gone down. And SRG lost their biggest damage source, Cram. Just a death. And SRG losing 2 minion waves in front of their base.
Alright, so they break open the tier 2s. Can they get an inhibitor here? And I think that's the important one.
Might be an end angle, not gonna lie.
No, I don't think they can end.
They draw the Glorious Pathway rough with entropy in. Surgeist dashes away, Yumes is forced out. They're one cannon. Monster Vicious, they know what the objective is. Minion wave cleared out by Yumes. A fresh one is coming in. Monster Vicious might have just done it.